about to start shot 103. Figured I'd show you what we got here. This is they're running down the hallway to kick in the door. Got the chief there with the axe, already smashed the hole in the door. That's them. You don't see their feet, so they don't have feet. You might see his when he kicks the door, so that's why he's got there. Phone, whatever. That's how it looks for us. That's what we want to look like up here. And I think we're doing pretty good. And also, while we're at it, let me introduce you to Lilo the cat. Hi, Lilo. She's my latest studio companion. And she's just checking the place out. Hope she digs it. Do you dig it? I think she said, That's what it sounded like to me. Anyway, we're going to get on this one soon. Oh, one thing I wanted to show you as well. Here's a hand I'm going to be using. But his middle finger got ripped off, so I had to tape it on like that. And you only see it for a second, and you won't see it that much. And it's a lot better than trying to stick or cut out another hand. It's just a pain. I think it's going to work. It's a little Easter egg for you. You can tell your friends, you know that middle finger was actually ripped off and taped back on. Boom. Coolest person in the room. Who? You. This was a really fun shot to do. I love the fact that the chief is just stuck on the wall like that. And one of the things that I noticed when actually making it is you can see how the rookie puts his hand on the chief as he braces himself to kick in the door. And I thought that was a really cool little move that I never noticed before. Yeah, okay, shot 103 in the rear view. We got it done. It was only 15 frames. For some reason, I thought it was much more than that. But anyway, let's check it out. Here's what we want it to look like. Remember, I'm doing the push in post, just following them in, and then boom. Maybe not just kind of boom. And the chief doesn't move at all. And you can see that the rookie puts his hand on his chest there. All right. And so then here's what we've got going on down here. They go boom, and they go to kick the door. And you can see right there how I got his hand on his chest, even though he doesn't move at all. And also here, Coach East is so excited to knock down this door. There's like, woo, woo. I don't know why. I kept messing up his arm placement, but yeah, he's just like, woo, I get to kick down a door. Who wouldn't be like that and get to kick down a door? Anyway, so this one's all wrapped up. Moving on to 104. Super stoked. Good to be radical. And yeah, let's see where we go from here. Theory. I meant to point out one thing, just to show you the different things that I've learned over the course of these 100 plus shots. See, we're behind them right now, right? And so I make sure that their thighs go in front of their butt and then their knees go in front of the thighs, which I gotta say makes it more difficult to maneuver them around. But I think it really does give the feeling that you're behind them and instead of just being all on top of each other all the time, to kind of give some kind of perspective to each of them, right? Like if you see it like that, it's like, oh yeah, we're definitely behind them. You see the butt cheeks, right? And then the knees would kind of, I don't know. But if they were on this side of it, it would look kind of weird to me. But anyway, I just want to throw that in there, let you know that, yeah, I am still thinking of cool things like this and hoping that it translates to you, the viewer. Anyway, let's get on that 104 that I promised you a second ago. All right, let's do it from below. Wow. Shot 104 in the house. Okay, so what I had to do with this one was, here's the figures here all crumpled up, but I had them set up and I took a picture, dropped the opacity, and then I put the background together based on that picture because it's how the actual size is going to be when we film. So you got a whole bunch of graffiti and stuff all over the place. Got this car here, because up in here you can see there's that car there. And this one is actually done in two parts. It's them kicking the door down, but I won't have the door there. I have the door over there in a bag, a whole bunch of little doors, and I'm going to put them on green screen and then add it in. You'll be able to see through the hole and see them, and it's going to look awesome, I hope. But anyway, I'll let you check in when we're working on this one and see where we are at right now. Yo! So here's them just showing you a little bit of what to do. I'm moving each of these guys individually, but the rookie has to move over top of Cochise. And so one thing I'm moving now is just Cochise's arm just a little bit to make it look like he's kind of putting it up onto this door frame here, or at least like make himself into it. Move him down a little bit, just a little bit, because that's all he's really moving in this part. Oops, and I goofed him up there. Like that there. And then the rookie is just kind of gliding over him right now. But now the rookie's legs might get seen through the door. So now I've got to place his legs in here. And the way it's working right now, this leg here is just stepping down. So you just have a little bit of a bend in it. And this other leg here is just picking up. So also a little bend in that leg. And then I say over here, and I say, take it. And it takes a picture, and boom. It's all of a sudden, boom legs. Boom legs. So adding in stuff like the legs there, they pop in, but as the door is falling, you don't see the legs. And these are just in case you see them. Just so you guys look, he's ghostly floating around. But anyway, that's a little bit of that. Let's see some more coming up, Romeo. So this was a cool one to do because it's the other side of the door essentially, and I got to do some fun little graffiti and stuff like that. But knowing that I was going to do the door in post and just have to focus on these guys busting through the door made it a lot easier. So we got the first part done, the Cochise rookie part. Just, it kind of looks weird because the door isn't there, right? So then it's like, boom, they just kind of run, his hand comes up over his face. And then over here, we got them kind of running in, hand up over his face, essentially. It looks very weird and awkward, but I think it's going to look fine once the green screen door's over top. The only thing that makes me nervous is that this ends here, because in this shot, you can see it never, like the door's always in the way of it, right? So that's all you really need. But in the real world here, I'm not sure that that's going to be enough. So cross your fingers for me, kids. I don't know about this one. But I'm going to shoot the green screen part next. And then this shot will be in the books and go on to 105. Sounds wicked. Let's check out some green screen. Right. Okay. So I'm working on the green screen part here. But I've kind of come into a little issue. Watch this. Check this out. So here it is. Oh, you'll notice I have a whole bunch of doors. A through G. So 7 doors. So we can get the idea that it's coming towards you, and they get like smaller and smaller, right? But look here's this. The opening, like how that door kind of closes, that thing there, I like that. But then afterwards, it just gets just clunky and weird. And it's like the holes in the door are too far apart from each other to work. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to jump right here to E. And door E. So I'm going to keep the beginning part of it closing and kind of coming down, but then we're just going to hit right to E and then just have E slide down like this. Because, yeah, like I say, having something do this, like the fence earlier was an actual fence that I swung out, and that's how it got that look to it. But I'm still working on how to make something that lays flat look like it's coming towards you in that way that the door does. Anyway, just wanted to let you know there's some bumpy spots on this road, but we're gonna get there, kids. Put your green hands in, right? Meow! I had a bunch of different doors to make it look like it was falling forward, and I kept trying it over and over again. And then the thing that really kind of sold it in the end was just having the door drop down. Well, we got it done, I think anyway. It's kind of difficult to know if we got what we actually needed with these doors until it's put together. I hope we can see through the door hole what we need to see, and I hope it moves the way we need it to move. But anyway, this is what we're looking for here. And it's like, as you can kind of see, the door kind of just wiggles there for a little bit at the very beginning and then falls quickly, slow and then super fast. So what we have here is like wiggle, boom. We go boom, and it looks like it's sliding more than it's falling towards us. But that's kind of the, like I was saying before, that's the issue I have, is trying to figure out how to make things look like they're, I know it'd be like smaller or something. I don't know. But hopefully I'll figure it out one of these days. But I think this is going to work. We won't know till it's done and put together, but I think it's successful. And if not, we'll be back at the old green screen and do a little fix up. Hopefully we don't have to do that. All right, kids, on to shot 105, which is one I'm very interested to see how it's going to work out, because there's little neat moment in it that I'm hoping I can recreate. But anyway, we'll talk about that when we get there. So let's get there right meow.